What's happening, folks? Welcome back to the channel, Sports, Life, and Politics TV. I'm Samuel Coppola, YouTube's #1 couch detective, and I'm here for the news. And here recently, there's been several different building collapses across the United States. Now, we know sometimes there can be certain circumstances and happenstance that happens where, a building can collapse. But when you get to some of these parts of the country, like Iowa, Missouri, Kansas, some of these places just aren't what they used to be. The jobs just aren't there. So the taxes just aren't there to pay for some of the infrastructure that needs to happen throughout the United States of America in general. And when these type of buildings collapse, especially an apartment building, I guarantee you there was hundreds of signs that this was going to happen, but yet nobody did nothing. A lot of these type of buildings, whether it be in California, Oregon, Washington, no matter where you go, Florida, there's a lot of mold. There's a lot of buildings that's from the early 1900s that basically need to be torn down, but people are still living in them. And it's sad to see that the city can see these things happening and do nothing about it. But let's take a look at the clip.
Colin Riviello is live after talking with a woman who owns a business in the. And Colin, you say that this woman, she just saw the aftermath yesterday?
Yes, Devin, the talk about this building behind me has been all the headlines this week, but it was just.
And you see on the sign in the back, it says corruption kills. Yes, because it is corrupt to let something like this happen. There's no doubt about it. They should have moved these people out of this building. They knew that this building was going to collapse. Like I said, there was all type of signs showing that this building was going to collapse. And it's probably been years in the making for this to happen. This didn't just 1,000% this didn't just happen overnight. No way, no how.
Yesterday, that one businesswoman who was out of town when it all happened finally saw what it did to her theater located underneath the apartments. If you drive down Harrison Street, you can't miss it. But Savannah Strandon wasn't in town,
I was walking out of the movie theater
so she couldn't see it.
when I got the first message being like, "Are you okay?" And I was like, am I okay? What okay? And then people started sending articles and videos.
Photos of a fire truck at the front of her business, the Mockingbird on Main, appeared on social media.
It was really easy to think, we're done. We're done with this dream.
A dream that came tumbling because of the apartment building directly above.
This was our time that, this is where we're.
And you look at that building, now everybody has to move out. This building has to be completely torn down. It basically was just rotted. Like the whole thing was just rotted at the core. Rust, mold, and God knows it's probably a bunch of water damage, and God knows what else. There was 3 people who were killed in this, and unfortunately, condolences go out to the family. But these type of old ass buildings in a place like Iowa, you see these other buildings in the back. A lot of them buildings are no good. They probably need to be torn down at this point. But because of the amount of money we give into the Ukraine, the amount of money we wasting on military spending, the amount of money that we're just wasting in general, we can't afford infrastructure no more. And I always talk about this. United States is circling the drain, and we all have to get prepared for what's coming. They just passed the debt ceiling deal, but eventually, one of these days, that shit's not going to pass. Eventually, all of this stuff is going to hit the fan. All the death, murder, destruction, chaos. All of this stuff is going to come full circle here eventually. And we just have to do a better job being prepared, all of us, including myself.
And I hit the stop button.
Strandon and her husband moved into the space 2 years ago, setting up a small theater to use as an incubator for inspiring artists. They say they didn't realize the positive impact they had made until it was too late.
So many people reached out being like, this was our home away from home. This is the space where I felt the safest to be an artist and to be who I am.
Now all gone because of a tragedy that struck home for her and many others.
I've cried almost every day thinking about what people have lost. we can start over with our business, and we will, as people have been saying, we will rise from the ashes. But everyone else who lived there, they are starting over. Family members are missing their loved ones, and it's not okay. Sorry.
Devin, stranded in her husband's sleigh, are now looking towards the future instead of sulking in the past. Live in Davenport, I'm Colin Riviello, WQAD News 8. Back to you.
All right, Colin, thank you. And go.
And, that was basically it in the clip. But, the United States, over the past 40, 50 years, 60 years, has been extremely resilient when it comes to natural disasters, hurricanes, things of that nature where people just said, we're going to rebuild, we're going to be able to pick up again. I'm telling you, it's going to come a time when that's just not possible no more. The insurance companies already are moving out of California. There's too many between earthquakes, forest fires, and all type of other natural disasters, flooding at this point. They're just through. And when insurance companies stop insuring, people are going to be toast. But we've already got a glimpse and a snapshot of it in California. A lot of major insurance companies are no longer insuring Californians on their home. That's unbelievable. But this has been Sports, Life, and Politics TV. I'm Samuel Koppel, YouTube's #1 couch detective. I'm here for the news. Hit that like, hit that subscribe. I just took your ass to the United States has run out of money for infrastructure ride. Peace.